Hey y'all, it's your girl Natalie here from High Heel Diaries. I'm just chilling and enjoying the last few days of summer. It's such a beautiful day today. Um, I wanted to share some information with everybody that's been a part of my life, that's been on my journey with me through my whole High Heel Diaries adventure, and my growing and healing through my own physical ailment of breast cancer. Many of you know that in 2008 I was diagnosed with ductal carcinoma in situ, early stage but aggressive growing, high grade, and I had double mastectomy with reconstruction. I went through 13 reconstructive surgeries to build my breasts back. On my 13th surgery last summer, so 2016, I found that I had nipple cancer in the same breast, the same right breast. Had surgery to remove that, had complications from that, went back in to fix the complications, and then the doctor found that I had an underlying case of the same ductal carcinoma in situ that I had in 2008. So I'd come back. So this is my third diagnosis. That was last summer. So 16 surgeries later, I have no breast. Right now I wear a prosthesis. And I went through my own emotional journey of needing to have these surgeries to get to this place of needing to have a breast, because it made me whole, it made me a woman, and that was a very big part of my life for almost 8 years, was getting back to having a breast, finishing this journey so that I could feel whole again as a woman. I've gotten past that, and I think after the third diagnosis last summer and losing a breast altogether, I really realized that it wasn't about having the breast. And as long as I was emotionally healed, physically healed first off, more importantly, that the cancer was gone, and then I was emotionally healed and I was okay with myself. I was okay with my body. And a lot of you know I'm a very, I don't want to say sensual, sexual, whatever you want to use, what word you want to use, but I love my body, and I love to look sexy, and you know, I can appreciate a beautiful, sexy woman, and I love certain clothing. I like to not be limited to certain clothing. And a lot of women that are going through what I've gone through can understand what I'm talking about, because when a part of your anatomy is removed, until you have that done, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what that feeling is going to be like when you don't have that. When you wake up or when you come out the shower and you take off your towel or your clothes, and this bee won't leave me alone. You won't know that feeling until you go through it. And I formed High Heel Diaries because I wanted to show women that with or without a breast, I'm strong, and regardless of what you're dealing with, you too can be strong. And I wanted to encourage, and I am encouraging women to come out and tell their stories, whether it's physical, emotional, psychological, whatever it is. Just come out and talk about it. And that's why I started High Heel Diaries. And a lot of women are talking, a lot of women are sharing, and I'm learning a lot about a lot of different topics, a lot of different diseases, things that I've heard about that I never really knew in depth about, and I'm learning a lot, and I can so much more appreciate what women are dealing with, because once again, until you're in their shoes, or until you hear more in depth about what they're dealing with, you don't understand. So that being said, I am past that emotional journey, and physically being, I'm well. I'm good with whether or not I have a breast. It won't make me feel any less than a woman. It won't make me feel any more than a woman. Because right now I'm sitting here. Can you tell? Can you tell that this one is not mine? No, you cannot. and I laugh about it, because you know what? It could be so much worse. Like, I could be talking about I don't have a limb right now. I don't have an arm, or I've been amputated from the knee down. A lot of people don't have their limbs or some of their other faculties, but they're still here and they're still alive, and they're still happy and they're still living. So why not I? And why not anybody else that's dealing with a removal of a limb? It's okay. That being said, I've had a year to live without having a breast and just to live with the prosthesis. And I've come to a stage where, well, first of all, I've gained a lot of information as far as what my options are. And I learned that there is one last option for me if I'd like to rebuild. And I've gone through a lot of tests to make sure that this cancer is gone away from me and is never coming back. And I feel confident that it's not. And you know what? In the end, it's not in my hands whether or not it comes back. But in the meantime, I don't want this to stop me from living and enjoying my life. And it hasn't. And I've been posed with an opportunity to rebuild by using the Latissimus Dorsi muscle from your lower back, sorry, under your shoulder blade. They take a part of your muscle, your tissue, your fat and blood supply, and they twist it and they move it around and they build you a breast. They may add implants, fat grafting definitely for a couple procedures, and then within 9 months I should have a completely new breast. And I've chosen to do that for a few reasons. Like I said, I've had the year to have to live with, selecting clothing, having to be specific about what clothing I wear or cannot wear, bathing suit wise, having to make sure I have the right bathing suit, being very cautious and in tune with what's happening down here, and I'm always tugging at it. And please don't get me wrong, it's not about these little things. How could they be they're so trivial, and why are they so important to me? It's not that. It's all relative to my life and what I'm used to and what I've been dealt. Like, I've been dealt a hand that has been not so kind in some ways and very kind in others, because it's made me come to a certain realization about my life and about my understanding in life and about people. And it's now brought me to, like I said, form High Heel Diaries, where I can help other women. But if I can have a more positive or a better quality of life physically, then why not? And I'm 44 and I have a lot longer to live. I will be here a lot longer to be talking y'all's ear off and to be getting everybody's business so they can tell me about their business, so I can share their business with everybody else. So I'm gonna do the surgery, and I want to show women that not to let this biatch of a cancer beat you, not to let it win. I'm going to be having 3 more surgeries, so 17, 18, and 19, numbers 17, 18, and 19, to complete this process. Oh, these mosquitoes are eating me up. And it's going to be a struggle for a little while, but I'm going to win it. And I want other women to see that. Like, don't let it beat you. If it's something that you want to do, and if you've had struggles with your reconstruction, just let me tell you that the struggle can only last for so long. The pain can only last for so long. And if you want to rebuild, then you go ahead and rebuild. Get your information, be informed, have people there to take care of you. Make sure that you have everything in place so that you're going into this fully aware of what you're getting into. I am fully aware of what I'm getting into. I have a great doctor at St. Michael's Hospital, a great team of caregivers and providers that are on my side, a great family support system, and I thank everybody for that, friends and family who have always been there and who I know are lined up to be there for me in the upcoming weeks. And I just wanted to share with everybody what's going to be happening tomorrow morning at 8:30. So, new breast, here she comes. And I'm going to call it the bionic boob because it's been through so much. But I hope everybody, that is having, any woman that is going through, similar to what I've gone through and is saying, you know what, screw it, I've lost my breath, I can't even be bothered anymore, I don't care. Don't let it win. Like I said, like, if you want to do that and you have all the information at hand, then be strong about it and go for it. And I want you to continue watching High Heel Diaries, and anybody that, you know, knows somebody that can, you know, learn or gain strength from what I'm doing, please share.